$100, please. 55.50.
What's up out there, YouTube? It's James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody's doing well out there on this Tuesday evening. I'm doing pretty good myself. Shane, please stop. 23-year-old Katrina Jeffries, which is believed to be Shane Newman's girlfriend, and Shane Newman is 21 years old. You would have thought after this particular situation that took place with him pointing that gun at that cop's head and pulling the trigger, that Shane would not have lived to tell after an attempted murder on a police officer. Okay? And that's basically what it all boils down to. This situation right here took place in Canton, Ohio at a Walmart. You know, Walmart always got something jumping off somewhere or another. A lot of weirdos like gravitating towards Walmart. You know, if they're not putting razor blades in bread, you know, they running through naked. You know what I mean? Then you get these shoplifters. But never once have I ever seen a shoplifter pull something like this right here. Okay? A resource security officer actually caught him trying to shoplift, allegedly. You see what I'm saying? And so they took him back to the office, you know, and you can see they didn't do a good job of patting him down, because if they did, they would have found this gun right here with the, what's that, a night scope, flashlight, and all that on it. See what I mean? And he meant business. Had he cocked that gun before he pulled the trigger, and one had been chambered, I guess the police officer wouldn't be, you know, alive. You know what I mean? Or at least would have been done for. Well, I don't know. You know, he said he aimed at his head. But my thing is this: Shane lived to tell. Okay, he lived to tell. Now, I have a news clip that I want us to watch, and then I'm going to get back into the commentary. Check this out.
Got anything on you I need to know about? Why'd your hand in your pocket?
It's my phone.
I'm gonna pat you down real quick, alright?
That's cool.
A Canton police officer is called to the Walmart on Atlantic Boulevard Northeast on Thursday. And inside the store's loss prevention office, searches a shoplifting suspect, identified as 21-year-old Shane Newman of Canton.
If you want to hit you.
Well, something crazy happened.
Store security had called police after watching Shane Newman and his accused accomplice, 23-year-old Katerina Jeffrey, starting to leave the store with items they did not pay for.
We watched you walk over and put an item in the bag.
Investigators say at one point, Shane Newman pulled out a gun and attempted to shoot the officer, but the weapon did not fire.
Hey! No! Get back! Shane, please stop!
Investigators say it was a courageous and quick-thinking Walmart security employee who was able to pull the gun away from Shane Newman, and the police officer then overpowered and restrained the 21-year-old with help from employees. The officer told his supervisors that he drew his weapon and would have shot Newman, but was concerned he would hit the employee. He concedes that he missed the weapon concealed in a shoulder bag when he was searching Newman.
So I do pat him down, but I didn't get his pouch that he had.
The officer also told supervisors that just seconds before Shane Newman pulled the gun, he was alerted that Newman had an active warrant for his arrest and was classified as armed and dangerous.
As soon as he does it, he pulls the gun out, puts it on my head, pulls the trigger, and doesn't go off.
Hey! No! Get back! Shane, please stop!
Canton's police chief issued a statement on Friday that reads, "This incident is a reminder of the ever-present threat of violence against police officers and the gracious provision of God's protection. Thank you to all of you who pray with me for our officers and our community." Shane Newman is now facing charges that include attempted murder, robbery, and possession of drugs. Jack Shea, Fox 8 News in Canton.
Well, now, Shane actually pulled the trigger twice, and neither times did the gun go off. So the officer should be thanking the Most High above for that gun jamming, misfiring, whatever reason. Okay, but because the thing is this, Shane's main objective was to get that cop. Okay, and that's what it is. It is said that Shane was armed and dangerous. He had prior arrest warrants and what have you. But yet still, Shane was out roaming the streets and allegedly shoplifting in Walmart and got caught. And this is how he went out. Well, not really went out, but you know what I mean. The thing is about him not really going out. The cop says that he was afraid that he would have hit, the recovery security officer, or what have you. Well, I don't believe that. I really don't. Police officers are really good shots. That's all they do is train to shoot. Okay, and at close range like that, he wouldn't have hit that officer. I mean, the loss prevention officer. He wouldn't have hit. I don't think so. I think that he was actually trying to preserve the life of Shane Newman right here. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. Because I've seen too many times where they act like this with their own people. Okay? And that's just what it is. Now, I just saw a video yesterday where two white officers and one black female officer went to go and serve a warrant somewhere, I think here in Indiana, okay? And the man that they were, black man that they were serving the warrant against, he was unarmed. He was unarmed. He had his hands up and everything, The only thing is he turned around and he tried to run, okay? Guess what happened? The female black officer, she actually pulled a taser and she shot him. He fell, all right? Guess what the other officer did? He didn't pull a taser. What he pulled was a gun. Okay, when he pulled that gun, guess what he did? He shot that guy multiple times. And like the guy's girlfriend that was standing in the backyard said, it was uncalled for. And for what I can see, it really was. You see what I mean? He did not have to shoot that man. The man was down. He was on the ground when he shot him. Okay? So my question is this, and in other cases I've seen it too. Why is it that the officer didn't get rid of Shane Ass for attempting to blow his head off? Twice, not once. You see what I mean? But twice. He first pulled a gun, pop. He see it didn't go off, so he chambered one. He did it again. You see what I'm talking about? He never even tried to take Shane Ass out. Now, if anybody should have been took out, should have been Shane. You see what I'm saying? So we know what the whole score is about this situation right here. They always try to preserve the life of their own people, even when their own people don't give a damn about them, be trying to take their life. And this is a clear case of it. Clear case of it. And that's just what it is. Now, since then, Shane has been charged with attempted murder of a police officer. But something tells me Shane's not going to really get the kind of treatment that somebody else would get if it was attempted, murder, even if they were actually trying to defend themselves from a police officer. Shane's not really going to get nothing behind this. Probably get a couple years probation or something like that, and maybe some classes and some rehab classes, because plain to see, he's more than likely dealing with some serious drug issues. You see what I mean? Plain to see that. As for Miss Katrina, Jeffries, you better, I don't know if you're pregnant or whatever, you know what I mean, or whatever it is with you, but you better quit hanging around Shane. Well, he won't probably be around for a while, but find some new friends that you can hang around with. And don't you have your fat ass out there in Walmart or anywhere else trying to shoplift. And then when you get caught, and then ask the police, am I going to jail? Are we going to jail? You see what I mean? You should still go to jail. You know, go put your time and, you know, and efforts towards something that's going to benefit you, like getting some weight off of you. Do that. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular situation right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.